Hello students, welcome to this webinar about Fontys University of Applied Sciences in Eindhoven, the Netherlands. My name is Leo Maessen. I'm coordinating intake English taught bachelor programs in ICT and engineering here at our Fontys campus in Eindhoven. Today, we want to give you more information about the content of the electronic engineering program, but we also want to give you some information about accommodation we can offer for you and some impressions of the city of Eindhoven. So far, you made an application in what we call StudyLink, and probably you have been in contact with the admin office about your status of application. So don't worry about that. So when we need certain information from you, admin office will stay in contact with you, and hopefully this will lead to a conditional admission letter. We will start this webinar with a short movie on what it means to become a student in electronic engineering and to give you the career option in this study field.
A foundation of logical thinking fueled by math and mechanical skills guides electrical and electronics engineering technicians to help engineers develop a range of useful products, including computers, medical devices, navigational equipment, and more. Electrical engineering technicians draw diagrams and write specifications to clarify engineers' designs. They put electrical control equipment prototypes and systems together, identify design problems, and then come up with ways to solve them. They also test parts to ensure their quality and write up reports on their findings. Electronics engineering technicians use machine tools to make parts, such as coils and terminal boards. They resolve equipment malfunctions and maintain electronic systems, including testing components and replacing defective circuits. They also design basic circuitry and build prototypes from simple plans. Electrical and electronics engineering technicians work in offices, laboratories, and factories, and may be exposed to hazards from equipment or toxic materials. However, injuries are rare if proper procedures are followed. Depending on production schedules, technicians may work day or night shifts. A standard work week is more typical in federal government jobs. Most positions require an associate's degree in electrical or electronics engineering technology.
Hope you enjoyed this short movie about what it means to be an engineer in electronic engineering. Now we want to continue with some slides about the electronic engineering Bachelor of Science program we offer here at Fontys University in Eindhoven. Before I forget, you can always ask your questions and we will answer them right away or at the end of the webinar. Let me first tell you a few things about where we are situated. As you can see here on this map of the Netherlands, Eindhoven is situated in the southeast of the Netherlands and is known as Brainport region, which is an international recognized center of science and technology. The Eindhoven Fontys campus therefore attracts many international students with passion for engineering, ICT, or business. After graduation, the region offers students excellent career opportunities in the world of engineering, especially for you, electronic engineering. Being a student at Fontys University means that you need accommodation. International students who want to study with us, as what I told you, you make your application, you will get an admission letter, but we will also ask you at a certain moment whether Fontys needs to arrange your accommodation. And of course, as a student, you need student accommodation, which Fontys can take care of for the first year of studies. That means that you can rent a study bedroom in an apartment with three or four other students in which you share a living room, kitchen, bathroom, toilet, etc. So that's what we can arrange for you. Fontys does not have its own dormitories on the campus, but we make use of facilities offered by providers throughout the city. And normally student houses are within 5-10 minutes from the university. For more information and more photos about accommodation, I refer to our Facebook page. So if you type in facebook.com/Fontys Technology and Business, there you can find a lot of photos related also to accommodation. What's also important to mention is that we offer our students facilities next to the Great Study Program, of course. We offer them social events like sporting events in our sporting center, which we share with University of Technology Eindhoven. And in this great sports center, you can do more than 70 different sports, so that you can also extend your social network after your classes here at the university. As what I told you, in this webinar, we want to focus on the content of the study program so that you have a good perception of what it means being a student here in our bachelor program, Electrical Electronic Engineering. But before we start with that, I also want to point out that we have a great variety of learning methods. At Fontys Electrical Electronic Engineering, you will have all kinds of learning modes, as we call it. There will be traditional classes with a teacher in front of a group, but other options are offered as well. Think of group projects, small projects, bigger projects with more students, workshops in laboratories. One of the most important features of a UAS university in the Netherlands is that you combine theory with practical assignments. So you will do a lot of work in laboratories. You will visit companies. And of course, very important to mention is that 2 semesters, so in total 10 months, you work and study in a company. So where you gain a lot of experience related to your work field. Here, an overview of the bachelor program as we offer it here at Fontys for Electrical and Electronic Engineering. As a student, you are trained to become an electronic engineer in what we call product design. Designing requires technology-based knowledge, but also project management skills. The bachelor program, Electrical Electronic Engineering, offers an integrated approach of these skills by project-based learning. From the slide, you can see many subjects related to electronic engineering. For example, in the first year, you have to think of subjects like analog design, digital design, fields, energy conversion, measurements, modeling, etc. So all these subjects are treated with, especially in the first and second year of your studies. As what I mentioned, communication subjects and integrated project management are part of the curriculum. The Fontys Bachelor program has a focus on designing electronic systems and is unique in the Netherlands. The total study program of 4 years is split up in the propedeutic phase, that's the first year of studies, and the core phase, which are the other 3 years. The curriculum of electrical and electronic engineering is offered in the context of 4 themes: sound engineering, care and cure, connected world, and smart and sustainability. In all themes, a business orientation is part of the program. The first and second year program offers you a range of projects belonging to the themes mentioned. Students will have the opportunity to find out and explore what electronic engineering is about. The complete bachelor program, as I mentioned, 4 years, consists of 8 semesters, which offer a mix of theory, practicals in laboratories, projects, and 2 internships of each 100 days, so in total 10 months, each including thesis writing in a company. And the internships, as you can see from this overview, are planned in semester 5 and 8. There is another important semester to mention. That's what we call the minor program, which, as you can see from this overview, is in year 3, semester 6. The minor program is 1 semester of study that can be linked to your major, but you also have the opportunity to study for 1 semester in a completely different study field. Now, you might think of an electrical engineering student who has plans to start his own business after graduation. He might be interested in a minor in, for example, entrepreneurship or industrial engineering. It's even possible to do your minor abroad with one of our Erasmus partners, mostly in a European country. By the way, I mentioned the internships. It's also possible to do one of these internships abroad, and we normally advise our international students to do the internship in the 3rd year abroad, if required, and not your graduation internship, because many of our international students find jobs here in the region or in the Netherlands, so then it's advisable to have also already some working experience in a Dutch company. Okay, let's continue. And don't forget, if you have any questions, let us know. Okay, our next slide. So, in fact, what do you learn here with us? First of all, you will have to be involved in a lot of courses, and in the previous slides we showed them to you, and the courses is more or less the basics of your knowledge, which you have to apply in projects and laboratory work, and eventually you have to show in the 2 internships that you also have a professional approach. And with each bachelor program in our university, the professional approach is linked to certain competencies, and related to your study field, certain competencies need to be extended more or less. For example, in a study field like electronic engineering, you understand that competencies like analyzing, designing, and realizing are very important competencies. Next to that, there are other competencies like managing, advising, research, and being a professional. So after all, after graduation, you will be prepared for being a junior electronic engineer wherever you want to work. Where can you find more information? Of course, we want to refer to our electronic engineering website, which you can find at fontys.edu/bachelor's masters. So you can see it here from the slide. And what I already mentioned, also make use of Facebook, where you can find a lot of information from current students, from alumni students, so that it will give you a very good overview of what we offer here at Fontys Campus Eindhoven. Very important to know is that after graduation, you have a lot of job possibilities. Electrical engineers, taking into account the principles and practices of engineering, develop and design electrical equipment. This includes systems that are used in cars and aircraft, communication systems, motors, radar and navigation systems. Students also supervise the manufacture of this equipment and perform tests to make sure it's functioning properly. So most electrical engineers work in the following industries: engineering services, electric power generation, transmission and distribution, semiconductors, and other electronic component manufacturing. So a lot of job opportunities for students who have graduated in electrical electronic engineering. I just mentioned a few of the many companies which are located here in Brainport region: Philips, Bosch, Van der Lande, ASML. But there are many more. Okay, that brings me more or less to the end of these slides with, as what I told you, basically information that relate more to the content of the program. Of course, when you have questions, more personal questions, don't hesitate to ask them, because there is one thing what we really want to achieve, that you are well prepared for your future stay here with us at Fontys. So that's why our slogan is study at Fontys and start your career in the Netherlands. We now proceed with a next short video in which we want to give you some more impressions about the city of Eindhoven.
If you would ask me why would students come to the Netherlands, to Eindhoven, to study here, I can give you two main reasons. Firstly, we have an international business environment here. Many companies in this region, they engage in international business. Secondly, they are related to engineering, ICT and business. Those threefold combinations is perfect these days to make proper business. That's what you'll learn here.
Being an international student at Fontys University has enabled me to follow an internationally recognized curriculum. I've had the opportunity to learn with people from different nationalities, and since the world is becoming a global village, this will enable me to integrate in any multinational organization, because I've learned to appreciate and understand different cultures.
Currently, I'm doing my first internship at Philips. It is a research project in the topic of near-field communication. And more specifically, I'm working on improving the technology of body area communication. And now I can see how important are the skills and knowledge I gained at Fontys for my professional career.
I like studying at Fontys because we get a lot of projects assigned by different companies. As well, the theory lessons are put in practice in practical lessons. And at the end, to sum it all, an internship which is offered. Also, Fontys provides a proud program and which awards excellent students.
Okay guys, I hope this second video has also given you some good impressions about, as what I told you, the city, but also of course about Fontys University of Applied Sciences here in Eindhoven, the Netherlands. This brings me more or less to the end of this webinar. As what I mentioned, whenever you have questions, please do not hesitate to send them to us. And hopefully we will meet again sometime by the end of August, because that's when normally we have our introduction week for new students. So that will normally start around the 22nd of August. So for now, this is pretty all. I wish you a nice day. Most of you probably are involved in secondary school final exams. So I wish you lots of success with this. And again, hopefully we will meet again sometime end of August. See you. Bye-bye. There is, at the end of the webinar, one question coming in. Can you please give me the question? I would like to know whether any programs are in. As what I mentioned, if I understand the question well, and as you already could see more or less from the video, here at Fontys Eindhoven campus, we have several international programs, so which are completely taught in English, and where most of the students are coming from abroad. And these programs relate to ICT, all kind of ICT programs, electrical engineering, for which this webinar is intended, mechanical engineering, mechatronics engineering, but also programs like industrial engineering management, in IB, international business, and communication management. So here at Fontys Eindhoven, we offer several bachelor taught programs completely in English. Hopefully this answers your question. As I can see, there are at this moment no more questions. But as what I mentioned before, whenever you have them, don't hesitate to send them to us. There are several email addresses, but the most common one is campuseindhoven@fontys.nl. Okay, so for now, thanks a lot for your attention. Have a nice day, and I say goodbye for the second time. See you.